You just have to be willing to put yourself out there. And once you do, the magic will begin to happen. I'm happy to use my life as an example so that others can learn. You may have to let some things go before you become successful. Success looks different on everybody, and so does the process. Some of you want success but don't want to let go of the exact thing that's in your way of obtaining success. You can't have it both ways. Welcome to Living Your Truth with Tavares. Wow, thank you. I am living in my blessing. Thank you so much. This is great. Wow. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Man, I'm so happy to be back with y'all again for another lovely Saturday. But today we have a very special guest. He goes by Mr. Dave Anderson, a.k.a. the Business Bully. But I want to go ahead and jump his interview off with some of this nice music that I found called... We in here with Dave Anderson right now. Now, Dave, I had no idea. I love this. I love this right now. I love this, Dave. So let's talk about you, Dave. Let's talk about the Business Bully. Why the Business Bully? And by the way, today's episode is on rising above the BS. So that is today's show on Living Your Truth with Tavares. So I find this fitting because you are the Business Bully, and I have a feeling you do a pretty damn good job of rising above the bullshit. Am I right?
Bro, it's what I live for. You know, the thing of it is, man, and you and I are of a certain age, right?
Yeah, we are.
We're old enough to know better, but we're still young enough to make a move.
Come on,
right?
Come on.
What happens is our generation had to go out and get it.
Yep.
Right? When you showed up on television, I'm like, yo, that dude is it. He's hype. He's energetic. He looks good. He's doing his thing.
Thank you.
I had no hate in my blood.
I
wasn't mad. You
Thank
understand
you.
what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Now, we live in a world where everybody's entitled because they don't experience the things that we experience. For example, when I was playing baseball, right, in middle school and high school, I made the team, but I was third string right field. But there were 18 kids who didn't make the team who weren't good enough to play third string right field. You didn't get pizza. You didn't get ice cream. You didn't get rewarded in 17th place trophies. Now they have little leagues where kids don't even have to keep score. And everybody thinks they're a champion because they put their boots and their cleats on. And so in an environment where no one is holding anybody accountable, and I come along and start holding people accountable like you and I were held accountable when we were coming up.
Sure were.
Accountability looks like bullying. And someone one day said, Dave Anderson, you're a business bully. I said, no, bitch, I'm the business bully. And then I called my trademark attorney.
I love the way you just present. When I saw you on the Thrive Summit and at the meetup, at the speaker meetup, I was like, and look, I'm going to return the flowers, my brother, because I loved your energy, your story. The name, The Business Bully, it definitely shocked me. I think you mentioned something about being shocked. You made a reference to what Tony Robbins does when he cusses during some of his seminars. And so I love that because that's what I feel when I hear the Business Bully. People say bully and they automatically connect something negative or nasty to it. But in your case, it is so not that. And you've done some pretty good things in your career. You're an author. I know that, a best-selling author. What else have you done that people may or may not know about you at this moment?
Wow, man. I started my broadcasting career at the age of 9.
Nice. Okay.
9 years old.
Wow.
Right? And everybody's like, wow, that's so amazing. And I'm like, yeah, but did you meet Gary Coleman, the Olsen twins? Like, they had must-see shows when they were toddlers.
Yeah, they did.
For me, like, I wasn't trying to be a trendsetter. I just wanted to do something fun. And
Nice.
because I wanted to do something fun, I found myself in a really, really interesting position.
Okay.
But, you know, I grew up. So for 25 years, I was in that broadcasting world working with everybody from DJ Clue, Ricky
Nice.
Smiley, Wendy Williams, the great Les Brown.
Wow.
George Wallace, a handful of people, primarily as an executive producer. I am the first American, black, white, male, female, non-binary individual to be a director of social media for a Fortune 500 company.
Wow.
And I retired from the broadcast industry at 35 because it became very apparent to me that the energy that I was putting out wasn't being matched. Everything was, let's go ratchet, let's go ratchet, let's go ratchet, you know, and here I am being punished for doing a book signing. When there are, you know, but people can go and DJ for Nicki Minaj and nobody has an issue. Next, and you know what? If I can't change the people around me, I'll change the people around me.
Come on now, stop playing.
I got tired. Yeah, I got tired of fighting a system that didn't understand that the progress is coming whether you fight it or not.
That's right.
Right? And
I like that.
Like, you know, my great-great-grandfather was an elevator operator.
Okay.
There are no such things as elevator operators unless you're going to a very rich hotel and it's just for show. Because the truth of the matter is you're paying a guy a salary to push a button. Those days are over. If you don't have maximum skills, you can't earn a maximum wage, but we have minimum wage thinking, and minimum wage workers only want to do the minimum amount of effort, and I'm not on that. And so I decided the best thing for me to do was go out on my own. But Tavares, here's the funny thing, bro.
What's that?
I wasn't ready for what the real world was, and that's no pun. But you know, outside of media, outside of broadcasting, outside of television, radio, film, theater, all that good stuff, they're not trying to cut a check for you.
No.
If they think you're just going to go right back to Hollywood.
That's true.
And the only jobs that would give me a chance were sales jobs. And then I realized that all of that presenting on television, all of that presenting on radio, all of those years and years and years and years of interviews made me understand very clearly how to sell products and how to talk to people, because selling is nothing but relationships. And so I started really getting into sales because I could make as much money as I wanted as long as I was willing to be charming, be empathetic, listen to people, and go get it. So I started doing everything. I sold gutters and I sold cable systems. And my favorite part of my sales career was I was a salesman for Honeywell. Honeywell had a security system company, right, to rival ADT. And I would go in the neighborhoods and start selling it up against people who had ADT systems. And at the time, this is 2011, 2012, all of those systems that ADT had were run on a phone line, right? This is right before we got out of having home phones as a standard and cell phones as, you know, a luxury. And I would go in and I'd say, oh, you have an ADT system. I said, nice. Can you show it to me? And they would take me down to their basement and show me their unit. And I would promptly pull some small bolt cutters out of my back pocket.
Okay.
And I would clip their line and say, yeah, now I'm a killer. What's your next move? And they go, wow. And I'm like, yes, right here and here.
Nice. We are locked in right now. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. We have Dave Anderson online, the business bully. We'll be right back.
Sit tight. We're paying some bills, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, this is your girl, Remy Martin from the Terror Squad.
And you're listening to Living Your Truth with Tavares. What's up, Remy?
Back to the streets. Back to the streets. Back to the streets. Back to the streets. Back to the streets.
Hey, come outside. Check out my new car I just got from Riverside Premier Motors. They hooked me up. Riverside Premier Motor has everything you're looking for in a vehicle. Dependability, gas saver, mid-size, full-size, SUVs, and luxuries. Bad credit, no credit, bankruptcies, no worries. Financing is available. Riverside Premier Motors is a pre-owned late model dealer that provides customers with a complete automotive experience, Carfax, and competitive prices. Riverside Premier Motors is dedicated to customer satisfaction. We're passionate about our cars, and we intend on sharing that passion with our customers. Come by today and check out our affordable inventory of dependable cars. Riverside Premier Motors is located in Riverside. From the 91 East, take the 215 North and exit La Cadena. Or call us 951-682-7770, 951-682-770, or hit us up online, www.riversidepremiermotors.com.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Today, we are talking with Mr. Dave Anderson, the business bully. And look, today's subject matter is rising above the BS. So I really felt it was fitting to have Mr. Anderson here to bless us with his light and his energy. So, Mr. Anderson, look, I just went to your Facebook. And you have some very compelling information and content. I want to touch on one thing. I just went to your page and I really got stuck on it. It's one of your reels and it talks about the BBLs and the black woman. Can you elaborate on that? This was a nice one, Mr. Anderson. How did this come to be? Come on, give it to me now.
All right, here's the thing.
Come on.
People, you know this as a broadcaster at the top level. People don't realize that everything they think is cool has been fed to them.
Woo.
Everything that they think is trendy has been told to them.
Come on.
One of my favorite quotes is, I believe, from Carter G. Woodson, and he said, "If I know how a man thinks, I'll never have to concern myself with what he'll do."
Ooh,
right? If I
like
condition a man to go to the back door, and there is no back door, his very nature will create one. Right? So this woman was on TikTok, and I was just scrolling through one day, sitting on the couch having morning coffee with my wife. And I'm looking, and this woman says, she surveys like 20 brothers who look like you and I. And she says, which would you rather have, a natural body or a BBL? And all 20 of them said, unequivocally, natural body, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Then she went and got 20 black women. They all said, oh, men just want a BBL. And then when you do the research and you realize that in the 1980s and early 90s, the biggest thing that they had in the plastic surgery industry was rhinoplasty for Jewish young ladies between the ages of 16 and 24. Right? And then that started to dry up because they became very much more commonplace. And around, let's say 2009, right? A young woman named Kim Kardashian had a sex tape that was leaked and went through an entire thing with the PR Spengali of her mother, Kris Jenner, and it got put out there. And so people who had envy of what a black woman's natural body looks like went out here and got a BBL. And black women who don't necessarily fall into that stereotype started to feel inadequate because everybody had to keep up with the Kardashians. And in our day, it was keep up with the Joneses, but the Kardashians have replaced that. Now you have supplanted two industries. You've got one industry that is now thriving because you can do all of these plastic surgeries that you didn't have to do before. And two, you've created a boutique and a massive industry behind trying to keep up with the Kardashians as if they're the new standard of beauty when they're cosplaying as black women.
Wow.
And then what winds up happening is the people who are actually benefiting from this financially get the benefit from financial gains, but don't have to deal with the psychological and social windfall because it falls on brothers like you and I when nothing can be further from the truth. And I'm not saying that, but even you have a lovely wife, I have a lovely wife. If a dunk happens to come across your timeline, it's a nice dunk, and you go on about your day. It's not who you chose to marry, but then that becomes the narrative. And when that happens, and people aren't savvy to what's going on with society and how easily we're manipulated, right? There's a reason that people will argue you down that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, and it's a legit argument. But a lot of it too is Gatorade commercials, Jordan commercials, Michael Jackson.
Correct.
Like, there's a lot behind that.
You're right. Wow. I love the way that you break things down. I mean, you're like surgical with this. So I really get the depth of your emotion. I get the depth of your character. I get the depth of your spirit, really, when talking to you. This is why I believe I was so looking forward to this interview. I mean, I was like a kid in a candy store. And by the way, everyone who's listening, Dave and I, we just barely met through the Thrive Summit, but I felt a real energetic connection. And now I'm starting to really understand it because you've been there, you've done that, and you rise above the BS. I mean, you cut right through it and you see through the BS. And it sounds like you've had plenty of experiences that have allowed you to level up, to elevate who you are spiritually, all right, emotionally as well, and intellectually. You have over 18,000 followers on Facebook. You have another 4,000 plus subscribers on your YouTube channel. Congratulations. That's dope.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I mean, your work is out there. Let's talk about that new book. That new book that you mentioned at the Thrive Summit. What is the title?
Sell It Like Jesus.
Man, come on, man.
The world's greatest salesman.
Hold up. One more time for the people. Let them hear it one more time.
Sell it like Jesus. Principles and strategies of the world's greatest salesman.
Man, stop playing with it. That title right there, man, locked, loaded. Please elaborate, King. Tell us what that's about. How did you come up with the title, my man? I love the title.
Well, here's the thing. I've written 21 books. 20 were consecutive bestsellers, right? The one that was a fiction book. And let's face it, you come to me for facts, not fiction. I learned that lesson real quick.
Period.
So I had a couple of sales books that had done really well, and I said, I want to know what I should do next. And the funny thing was, I kept hearing from people, well, Dave, all that entrepreneurship stuff you're talking is real cool, bro, but I can't sell. Selling is dirty. Selling is shaky. Selling is shady. And then I said, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So everybody thinks selling is bad, but I'm like, have you had consensual sex? Yes, you sold. Have you ever got your mama? Because you and I are black. Don't come when we go in the store. Don't ask for nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't bug me. We come in for bread, milk, butter, beans, cheese, and
Facts.
That's all we leave with. And you come out with a yo-yo, you have sold, right? Mama, I want to be on MTV one day. Sold.
Yep.
So we're always in the process of convincing people to give us something in exchange for something else. That is selling. That is bartering. We just do it in presidents or, pieces of silver, gold, whatever the case may be. But here's the thing. When you do it from a mathematical sense, not from a spiritual one, but from a mathematical sense, let's just take the black church, because the Christian religion can get a little hokey. So let's break it down to a subset of a subset of a subset. The black church does about, let's say, roughly $11 billion a year in tithes, which breaks down to about $33 million or so a week in tithes and offerings.
Wow.
So if Jesus walked the earth, whether you believe it or not, but historians and biblical scholars will say he walked the earth over 2,000 years ago, that message has not stopped selling since. Greatest book sales in history of all time. Nobody has more merch than him. Not Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, The Rock,
Elvis.
Anybody you can think combined does not have the merch sales that Christ has.
Wow.
Right? Everywhere you go, the number one recognizable symbol by anybody from 3 to infinity is the crucifix.
Wow.
That's Jesus.
Wow.
So when you look at it from that standpoint, and you look at the fact that everything he did was a sales pitch, hear me, because this is where it gets hokey for some people, and I'll be really brief, but I'm going to bring it to you.
Bring it.
All right? So Jesus' first miracle was turning water into wine at a wedding at the behest of his mother. Right? His mom said, listen, we ran out of wine. This ain't a good look. I'm going to need you to do something. He says, all right. So then he goes and he basically asks the wait staff, hey, I need y'all to fill those barrels up and then bring them to me. And then he touches the barrels and boom, it's water in the wine. But it's not just wine, because everybody gets caught on the water to wine part. It's not just wine. It is top shelf, better than anything they had served at that wedding prior.
Yep. Wow.
So when you deliver above and beyond expectations, above and beyond what you're asked, and then people will respect you for that, right?
Correct.
Jesus was late. He was late because Lazarus was sick. Everybody knew Lazarus was sick, and Lazarus was dying. And he gets there 3 days late, and his family's like, yo, we needed you, and my man's dead. Jesus is like, hold up, wait. Lazarus, come out. Back from the dead. Like, there's a difference in how you show up. When you go and you present for hours on end in front of 5,000 people and everybody's hungry, and the only thing that you see is a little kid who just got finished fishing and only has a couple of loaves of bread and a couple of fish, and you start to break them things up, and well over 5,000 people are fed, and you still have leftovers, you are serving at a high level. So why wouldn't you buy into somebody who could do that?
Man, come on, man. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I have Mr. Dave Anderson here, man, the business bully, and he's breaking it down. We will be right back. Get your next nutrition coach at thebodysynthesis.com today. What you say?
I heard it through the grapevine.
Remember, practice positive self-talk. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Today, we are talking about rising above the BS with the infamous, well, really the famous, I should say, Dave Anderson, the business bully. Dave, how did you come up with the name, the business bully? And I think I've asked you this, but please elaborate for the listeners who are just now tuning in, because that name, by the way, have you copyrighted that?
Absolutely.
I know you have.
Trademark sitting in my office.
I know, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Now, look, the mindset behind, one, coming up with the name, two, trademarking it. For the young entrepreneurs, the solopreneurs out there listening right now, how important is it, to trademark, to patent, to protect, to copyright your work? Let's talk about that, because I know you know a thing or several about that.
Yeah, so Tavares, here's the thing.
What's that?
My dad was a huge boxing fan, right?
Nice. Okay.
And I remember watching boxers all the time, but my favorite part was when the ref would start to give the rules. Now, I'm giving you some rules in the locker room, but here's the important thing. Make sure you don't hit anybody below the belt. You know, make sure that you listen to my instructions at all times. And most importantly, protect yourself at all times.
That's right.
At all times. I saw Floyd Mayweather fight this one kid, and the guy was like, all right, yeah, cool. And then Floyd Mayweather hit him with a pow right in his mouth. And the dude was like, ugh. And people were like, oh, well, Floyd took a cheap shot. It's not a cheap shot. Ref called time in. Boom.
That's right.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Here's the thing. When you leave your home, you are in a fight. When you hop on the internet, you are in a fight. And you don't seem to realize that it's not a boxing ring and there's no rep. There are no rules. And so the only rule is protect yourself at all times. If you've got something hot and you don't take the time, energy, effort, and finances in order to protect it, somebody's going to take it from you and show you what you should really do with it.
Wow.
And so it's really important to protect your intellectual property. It costs a lot less to do that than to walk around and watch somebody make millions off of what God put in you. And, you know, so that's what it is. The other part of that is when you're in business and you're doing business, having a trademark attorney is one of those things that you should automatically have, because all of that you can write off because it's for the business. I don't own the trademark. I happen to run the company that owns the trademark.
Nice.
You know, so it's important. We got to normalize doing business and having a business, even if it's not the greatest business or the biggest business on the block. If you understood the tax codes, which are boring, and they make it boring on purpose.
Correct.
If you understood how that works, you would demand that every last one of your children have a business. You would demand that you have more than one business. You would demand the importance of having trust. You would understand the importance of having a living will. You would understand the importance of protecting yourself with actual whole, not term. Term is corny. Term is just there to make you feel good. Term is what they offer you at your job because they don't care if you live or die.
Correct.
You want to have whole life insurance. And the funny thing is, Tavares, I lost 312 pounds.
Woo!
Not just because I wanted to live, but because I wanted to make sure that when I died, I would be able to give my family more money. And I'm about to buy like 5 new policies to make sure everybody is covered so that in the event of my untimely death, because it's always going to be untimely,
right?
Everybody's good to go. Like, those are the things that we don't understand. It's so important that we protect ourselves. It's so important we take care of ourselves, that we value our health, and that we protect what we create, because there's so many dope creators out here, but there's not a whole lot of dope managers and protectors in our community specifically, and that needs to change. We're great at performing. We're great at creating. We're not great at protecting. We're not great at promoting, but we are phenomenal at creating things. Look at all these kids on TikTok who go out here and they do a dance and whatnot, and then Fortnite comes and slaps that bad boy and takes it and says, oh, well, you know, you didn't trademark it. It's ours now.
Wow. You are listening right now to Living Your Truth with Tavares and Dave Anderson, the business bully, as he breaks it down. Y'all listening, make sure y'all protect your intellectual property. In fact, protect your chest, protect your heart, protect your spirit, protect your mind. We'll be right back.
Try to keep that in the spot.
Hey, Tavares here from Living Your Truth with Tavares. Always take time for your mental health. You matter. You are very important, and many people love having you around.
So take the time for your mental health. I know life can get crazy. I know we all get busy. I know we got to be here, there, here. Oh, yeah, and can't forget that meeting. I get it. But take the time to give yourself enough time so that you can cruise along into your day and about your day. There's no need to be playing catch up throughout the day. We all hate that feeling. I know I do. I can't stand rushing. It gets on my last nerve. So I do myself the honor and the privilege of giving myself a bit more time just so that I don't have to rush. There's no need to build up all that angst, all that cortisol inside your body, all that adrenaline. It's not good for you. So give yourself the time and have a great day. We'll see you next week.
Pussycat Perla here. Fluffy in the front, tight in the back. And if we going up, we going all the way up, you dig? Y'all check it here. Be sure to tune in every Saturday to new episodes of Living Your Truth with Tavares. You know what it is, baby. Pussycat Perla. Meow.
Hey everybody, Tavares here.
What's happening? Straight out of Detroit Rock City, this is Kid Rock.
And you are rocking with us at Living Your Truth with Tavares podcast. Kid Rock, what up? Thank you.
Western Auto recently did a 40,000-mile road test that compared brands of steel-belted radial tires on 3 identical cars. Firestone on one, Goodyear on another, and Western Auto tires on a third car. After 40,000 miles, the test showed no measurable difference in wear or condition. Remember that test when you need tires because there could be a measurable difference in price. Western Auto has the steel-belted radials you want at a price you can afford. See Western Auto.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. On another lovely Saturday, we have Mr. Dave Anderson, the business bully, as he breaks it down for us. Dave, I'm scrolling through your Facebook. I'm rarely on Facebook, but your content, my man, riveting. It just, man, it's really good stuff. So you have one here. It says, what's it say right here? Oh, I love this right here. Being the organizer can lead to massive success. Mm-hmm. I love that. This was a post you did back on April 18th. Unleash your vision, your visionary power with Dave Anderson, the business bully. Dive into the minds of the visionaries like Walt Disney and Jesus Christ. Yep, yeah. You read that right. I love this because organization, I believe, is very, very important. I really do believe that it really can put us in a position to be successful. And of course, not having it can lead to massive messes within our business world or even our personal lives. Let's talk about the importance of organizing our affairs, our business, the processes of which we use to, further the business model.
So, this is the part where people are like, hold up, wait, what? What did he just say? Get ready. Everybody's like, oh man, this guy's great. He's this, that. Okay, first of all, I am not organized at all. At all. I promise you, I am the most unorganized person you've ever met. I'm about as organized as a wet dream with absolutely no payoff.
Hey! This is why I love this man. I just met him, or we met a little while ago, but I love this man. I love his spirit, his energy. Please elaborate, Mr. Dave.
Bro, I love you back, brother, but here's the thing, right? I understand who I am.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm not, see, people will tell you, and this is bad guru advice. We got this guru culture out here, and I hate it, but gurus will tell you, oh, you know what? You got to fix everything that's wrong with you. You got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and then run 17 miles and then start an LLC. And then after you do that, you're going to go to the bathroom. And then while you're doing that, you're going to be drinking some eggs like Rocky Balboa. And you're going to start 5 more LLCs. And I'm like, no, I do think you should get up early if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right? But once you got your business in place, you can get up whatever time you want. That's how that works. Right? Workers get up early. Owners don't necessarily have to if the organization is in place. Now, here's the thing. There are 2 brothers, right?
Yep.
One's name is Walt. The other one's name is Roy. Walt has lung cancer because Walt can't stop smoking. But Walt is a visionary.
Yep.
Walt had a vision. He said, listen, I like what we're doing, but I want to do something bigger. And he goes to his brother. You want to know why? His brother will protect him. His brother will show him some things. And his brother has gifts that are different than his. Yep. The same way that Moses had a brother named Aaron, like I had a brother named Aaron. And Aaron is a person who will be able to interpret what you're trying to get through with your gift. Stay with me on this.
I got you.
Walt says, you know what? I want to have magic teacups. Okay, all right, so yeah, what we're going to do is we'll use the centrifugal force here, and then we're going to make them feel like they can turn, and all family fit in the teacup thing. It'll be great. All right, what else? Well, you know what? We got a Disneyland, but I'd love a Disney World. But I don't know if we got the budget for that. Or he's like, oh, no, we got enough because they're selling all this swampland out in Florida, just outside of Orlando. We can drain that bad boy, and we can gut it to the point where we put all of our characters in the basement so that when they come into the Magic Kingdom, they're coming up above and they're on stage. And, okay, you know what? You said you wanted to make a roller coaster inside a mountain? Cool. Boom. What we're going to do is we're going to outfit the roller coaster, then we're going to put some things on top of it, which is why when Roy Disney got divorced, it was the biggest divorce in history up until Jeff Bezos got divorced.
Wow.
Because when you're the organizer, you understand structure. Right?
That's true.
While I have an appreciation for structure, it's not what I was gifted to do. I am a visionary, and I know it's controversial to call yourself one because people will start calling you crazy. But no, all of us have a vision. Only the successful will admit it. If you don't have a vision for your life, then guess what? You're a non-playable character in this world. You're in the background, and I don't find anything wrong with that. If you're happy being a black background player, that's cool. I'm not the background guy. And so having people who are specialized in the thing that makes you ick will make your life a yum. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I got you on that. Okay.
It's so incredibly important.
Man, Dave, you are doing the damn thing. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We are locked in with the Business Bully. We'll be right back.
Can't argue with someone who actually has done the work. Can't argue with someone who actually has done the work. Can't argue with someone who actually has done the work. Can't argue with someone who actually has done the work. Can't argue with someone who actually has done the work.
Cerritos Wheel and Custom is having their biggest parking lot sale ever. As a matter of fact, it's so big it will cover 2 full days, this Friday and Saturday. Cerritos Wheel and Custom's Bellflower location has thousands of tires and wheels at unbelievable prices. And when they say unbelievable prices, they mean Centerline Hellcat 16x8 aluminum wheels for only $239.95 each, or Dynomax Performance exhaust for your car, van, or truck only $19.99. The new GT 17x8 Mustang wheels for as low as $99.99 each. And with the purchase of any wheels and tires, receive 2 free laps at the Malibu Grand Prix. Good at their locations in Fountain Valley or Anaheim. Talk about bargains? You'll find them at Cerritos Wheel and Custom's huge parking lot sale this Friday and Saturday in Bellflower, 1 block north of the 91 freeway on Bellflower Boulevard. Remember, here's your chance to really clean up with fantastic buys for your car, van, or truck. It's the Cerritos Wheel and Custom's big parking lot sale this Friday and Saturday at Cerritos Wheel and Custom on Bellflower Boulevard in Bellflower.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tavares.
Hey, yo, this is Eminem.
And there's only one podcast to be listening to. That is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Yo, M, thanks for the love.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I've been so blessed with the presence and the energy and the light of Mr. Dave Anderson, the business bully. Dave, what can people expect from you? I mean, now, right now, in the future. I know you got something cooking. I know you cooking.
Brother, I'm always cooking. I'm really excited about everything I've got going on. This is my year to really focus more on deep connection with business owners and helping them grow their business in a completely different way. There's a bunch of coaches out here. I've got a staff full of coaches who are absolutely phenomenal. What I'm doing is I'm helping people who are trying to build their businesses, and we're going to help with consulting, meaning I'm going to give you the plan. I'm going to give you the playbook. I want to show you exactly what it is that you need to do. You're going to do it, and then come back to me, and we'll fine-tune it, and we're going to work that way so that you have the freedom to move the way that you want to move, and I can just tell you you how to execute, right? The other part of that is I'm working on like 2 or 3 books. I've got a TED Talk coming up this year, so I'm really excited about that. And then most importantly, man, I know would love to connect, and they can do that on my Instagram and my Facebook. They're all at The Business Bully. And if you want to get a hold of my 7-figure sales script, if you want to get a hold of my new 5-minute mini lecture where I break down in mastermind form how you can grow your audience without any paid ads. I literally just took my YouTube channel after it being dormant for years and 17x'd my subscribers in less than 4 weeks.
Wow.
If you want to learn how to do that, I need you to go to thebusinessbully.com/without paid ads. That's thebusinessbully.com/without paid ads.
Oh my goodness, he is blessing y'all. He's giving y'all the game, y'all. Y'all gotta lock in. Make sure y'all check out Dave Anderson. He's a speaker, entrepreneur, #1 best-selling author who loves sharing knowledge and helping others on the topic of sales and entrepreneurship. You guys are hearing it. Okay, Dave is a real one, okay? He's not like these other cats out here. Dave is in the field. He's on the grind. He has the books, he has the background, he has the network, okay? He's really out here making a difference, and he's helping people elevate their business. He's helping people see things through a different lens. This is really incredible. How can people reach you on social media? I know you got some Instagrams, I know you got the Facebook, I know you got the YouTube. Go ahead, shout them out for everybody.
Absolutely. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram is all The Business Bully. Twitter or X or whatever Elon's calling it this week is DA as in Dave Anderson Business Bully. And the same thing with Snapchat, DA Business Bully. So feel free to reach out, shoot me a DM, check out the content, man. I'm just here to help and serve as best I possibly can.
And that's what he's doing, y'all. BusinessBullyShow.com. He's doing a damn thing. And you also have a podcast too, right?
Yep, the Business Bully podcast, man. We're coming back really, really hard in June 1st, so I'm super excited about that as well.
I like that. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Podcast Bully group, too. He got some members in there and the Bully Agency. I love this whole spin with the bully because, over the last couple of years, bully, the word, got a whole lot of bad press, right?
Yep.
And here it is, you taking that and you're flipping it. I mean, you're rebranding the bully name. And I love that. Like, when I see that type of, well, you're a visionary. So that makes total sense. It fits right in with your character, with who you are, with your spirit, the depth of of who you are. And I love that. I love what you do, Dave. And I'm so grateful that you bless me, you bless the listeners. We have over 217,000, listening in. So thank you for blessing so many people with your energy and your light, man. And by the way, let people know, where do you hail from? Where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, birthplace of America. Yes, sir.
Hello. Phila in the building. Philadelphia. I know what it is out that way. Dave, thank you. Thank you, King. Thank you so much. Look, I'm super jazzed still. I've been looking forward to this interview all week. And so I hope you feel the love. I hope you feel the energy. I hope you feel the inclusiveness, because you are always welcome here at Living Your Truth with Tavares. And I would love to bring you back for a follow-up interview. Can we do that?
Absolutely, bro. I'm all in, man. And I thank you for showing up, man, because, you don't understand how much you impact people who look like you. You know what I'm saying? When I saw you on my television screen, I was like, yo, he's doing it. He's doing it on a level I would like to get to one day.
Thank you.
You don't understand how many people you're inspiring by just showing up in your own purpose. So listen, man, flowers to you all day and your lovely wife and everything that you're building, brother. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor and a joy, brother.
Man, thank you, King. Thank you so much. My love from my family to yours, to everybody over there in the Anderson family. I know that you're going to continue to elevate. You're going to continue to shine and cast your light for others to walk in. And I really appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to working with you. And look, whatever you have going on, please, if you need someone else to help or just to be included, I'm there, because I love what you do, bro. I don't care if we could be talking on a panel or just to show up in your honor, just to let people know, yes, he's a real one. You can count on me to show up for you, my brother. I really appreciate you.
Same here, man. 2 times over, brother. I definitely appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for giving me your platform. Thank you for giving me your time, your energy, and just, being there to allow me to speak to your people, man. It means everything.
Right on, right on. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. The Business Bully. This is Living Truth with Tavares. We have had one of the best people in the business on this show today, and I'm super, super grateful. So, King, have a beautiful day. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your week, and I'm going to see you on the other side. Everybody, Mr. Dave Anderson, the Business Bully. My man, thank you so much for your time. We'll talk soon, my brother.
Thank you, man.
You got it. Peace.
Take a moment to step into yourself. See yourself and validate yourself first. Take a moment to step into yourself with intention because you are worth the effort. Take a moment to recognize how important you are in this moment and that you have the power to change anything you can at any given time with your thoughts. Speak it into existence. See the visualization and see yourself in your vision. Believe it. We have to believe it, right? If we don't believe it for ourselves, we can't expect anyone else to believe it for us. And most importantly, above all else, feel it. Feel it in your spirit. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in your mind. Feel it because you know that it's coming. You know that it's true and that it's meant for you. So be intentional about who you are. Wake up every day excited about who you are because you are worth the effort.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living the Truth with Tavares. Man, Mr. Dave Anderson just blessed us. The Business Bully was in the building. I want y'all to understand something. When it comes to rising above the BS, you have what it takes to do that, okay? Do all you can to rise above it. I am not perfect. I am progress. I struggle. I stumble. I fall. But damn it, I get up. When we rise above the BS, man, we're giving ourselves back to ourselves. We are empowering ourselves. We're loving ourselves. We're taking the time to recognize and see ourselves. This is why we rise above the BS. Because if you don't, you're going to get swept up in it. And you can get thrown out to sea. To see what? To see nothing? To see something? I don't know. That's up to you, what you want to see. When you rise above, you can see everything. But when you're stuck down here with that low vibration, that low energy, it's hard to see anything. It's hard to hear. It's even hard to feel. When it comes to rising above the BS, it's about you. It's about you obeying your greatness. It's about you pausing and taking the time to make time to better yourself. No, it's not always easy. It's tough, it's hard. I fail, I fall. I react versus responding. I'm working on that. The fact that I acknowledge it, the fact that I continue to wake up every day and step into myself means I'm working at it. I'm putting action behind my words, not just words behind my actions. It's a beautiful day, y'all. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Today is your day. It's your day to do what you want with it. Make it special. Make it exciting. Do something spectacular. You want extraordinary results? Man, you gotta be ready and prepared to do some extraordinary things, wouldn't you say? It ain't just gonna come up to you, slap you in the face. Nah, that's not how it works. We gotta go out there and create these opportunities. We gotta meet ourselves where we want to see ourselves, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Rise above the BS because you are worth it. It's better for you to rise above than not at all, right? Right. And look, it is okay to not be okay, because I do understand that sometimes and some days, shoot, we are just not okay. So acknowledge that. Take inventory on that. And after you're done acknowledging and taking inventory, you get your butt up and you rise above the BS. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares, and we will be right back.
It takes a certain kind of man to run a farm and ranching business in California. It's not just a living, it's a way of life. And before you can be that man's banker, you'd better understand that way of life. That's why employees of Chase Bank like Bill Heilebrandt spend some of their time outside of the bank. They pull on their boots, roll up their sleeves, and find out firsthand what ranching is all about. So no matter what your business, get to know a banker who knows what the business is all about. A man like Bill Heilebrandt, a bank like Chase Bank, JP Morgan Chase, N.A., member FDIC.
I'm dark, I'm dark, I'm dark, I know I'm dark, I know I'm dark, I'm dark, I'm dark, I'm dark, I'm dark, I know I'm dark, I'm dark, I know I'm dark.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. I want to thank every single person who continues to tune in from all around the world. I thank you guys so very much. If you want to hit me up, go ahead. Say hello. How you doing? You can email me, livingyourtruthpodcast@gmail.com. If you're on X, we are at LIVIN, the letter U, the letter R, truth. Living Your Truth. LIVIN, you are truth. And if you're on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, we are at Living Your Truth Podcast. Today's show has been very special. I love what I do. I really love what I do because I get to connect with beautiful people and beautiful spirits like Dave Anderson, the business bully. He blessed us today, y'all. He gave us good juju. And you know how I love good juju, no doubt about it. I love great information. I love great energy. I love high frequencies and very, very heavy lighting up the sky vibrations. I love that. It moves the world. It really does. And what Dave does, it's amazing work. I mean, he comes into your business, he flips it, and he gives it back to you. But when he gives it back to you, you are ready to take off. And that's what I love about what we do here at the show. We cultivate a safe space for people to elevate. Until the next time, love yourself and each other and live your truth. Peace.
Next time on Living Your Truth with Tavares.
Healthy life, mind, body, spirit, nutrition. On the next Living Your Truth with Tavares.
Be sure to email us at livingyourtruthpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're on Twitter, we are at LIVINUR Truth. And if you're on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, we are at Living Your Truth Podcast.
You just have to be willing to put yourself out there. And once you do, the magic will begin to happen. I'm happy to use my life as an example so that others can learn. You may have to let some things go before you become successful. Success looks different on everybody, and so does the process.
Some of you want success but don't want to let go of the exact thing that's in your way of obtaining success. You can't have it both ways. Welcome to Living Your Truth with Tavares. Wow, thank you. I am living in my blessing. Thank you so much. This is great. Wow.